Welcome to the Wild Grace Lymphatic Drainage Gua Sha ritual. I will be walking you through an elevated home regimen. You will learn how to boost your skin's radiance using specific techniques to ensure proper lymphatic drainage. This ancient Chinese technique is incredibly relaxing. At the end of this sequence, you will notice a more lifted, toned complexion, lessened puffiness, and a soft glow. I'll be using the Opalite Gua Sha tool from Wild Grace. I've already prepped my skin with the Tridoshic elixir from Wild Grace. You want to ensure that you have a small to medium amount of oil on your skin to support the tool, to ensure there's no skipping or dragging, and you don't want to have so much oil on your skin that you are having the tool slip out of your fingertips. So we're going to start on our chest, and we're going to go from one side. We're going to do all of one side and move over to the other when we're done with that. So I want you to take your tools once your skin is prepped with the oil of your choice and start right in the center, heart center of your chest. You're going to have your tool at about 15-degree angle, 10-degree angle. It's going to be very close to the skin, and we're going to use light medium pressure. You're only going to use about the same pressure of the weight of the tool. And we're going to do 3 to 5 strokes in each section. So holding and supporting with one hand on the other side of your chest, you're going to hold your Gua Sha tool nice and light and start the sequence. You're going to be dragging right underneath the collarbone out towards the shoulder. And we're going to do this 3 to 5 times. This is going to start getting our lymphatic system pumping. You may start to feel a nice wave of relaxation kind of flow through you. It's a very calming effect on the body. Then we're going to turn our tool and cup right about around the collarbone, gently stroking over the collarbone. This may be a little bit more of a sensitive area as there's not a lot of fat here, and you may feel some little adhesions, so just gently kind of glide over those. Then we're going to start working up our neck. We want to encourage healthy flow and healthy chi to flow up into our face, neck, and chest. And you can see the angle of my stone lifting up. This is a really light pressure as we are working with the lymph, which is very delicate, the water system in our body. And just taking nice, deep, relaxing breaths while you're doing this. You can see I'm still supporting my skin with my opposite hand. So now that I have done the side of the neck, I can move on to the back of my neck. And you can see right on the back here, you may hold on to a lot of tension. This area can be worked a little bit longer, as a lot of times we may not be touching this area quite as much. The front of the neck. Gently gliding up the front, supporting with your opposite hand. Moving into the jawline, I'm going to be using the heart-shaped side of this tool because it can cup my jawline. You may feel some fascial adhesions in this area and some stagnation of fluid right here. So you can always wiggle a little bit right when you get in front of the ear to kind of break up some of that stagnation. And it is tempting to want to go a little bit harder in this area, but remember to stay nice and light. Working into the lower face. Now I'm going to be using this smooth side, and I'm still keeping my stone at about a 10-15 degree angle. Supporting with my other hand. I'm going to hold right at the corners of my lips. At this point, we can start to collect some of the fluids that we have moved and start bringing them down and draining them down the side of the neck, right into this little triangle right here. It's always important to drain just to support your lymphatic flow. Now we're going to go into the center of the face. I like to use this curved side. It fits right underneath the cheekbone. And get some sculpting benefits from this. I turn it to this side here and work right delicately right underneath the eye. This will really help with any puffiness you may be having. We're going to go ahead and drain one more time while we're in this area. Now we're going to work up onto the forehead. This area does not have very much fat at all, so it may be a little more tender. You can use little wiggling strokes as you pull this muscle and stretch this muscle. I'm going to try to be as gentle as possible to work through some of these fascial adhesions and continue to encourage lymphatic drainage. I'm going to turn my tool sideways now and stretch across the forehead. Now we're going to do one final drain on this side. Collecting everything that we have brought from the center over. So you could spend a little more time here. If you find yourself swallowing during this sequence, that's a good sign, as that is a sign of lymphatic drainage. When you're done with this side, you can always grab a glass of water just to rehydrate. And then we're going to be moving on to the other side of the face. We're going to start right back on our chest on the other side. And we're going to start underneath the collarbone with some nice gentle pulling and strokes, supporting your skin with the other hand, turning that tool to cup the collarbone, just nice and gentle. Working up the side of the neck, you can see the angle of my tool is very close to my skin. I'm not going like this. I'm keeping it nice and close so I can sweep with lymphatic drainage. Now you're welcome to go back on the back of the neck one more time if you like, if you hold a lot of tension there. We don't need to do the front of the throat again since we've already done that. Now we're going to be taking the heart shape side of the tool. nice, long, and somewhat slow strokes. Taking this flat side again. Each section can do anywhere from 3 to 7 strokes, whatever feels best for you. You can see I've turned my stone again to get right underneath that cheekbone. And we're going to do a drain here. Taking a nice long deep breaths when you feel needed to support your systems, your energy. Now we're going to go right underneath that eye area on this side. Really delicate, gentle. If you hold into a lot of dark circles or puffiness, this is a really great area to focus on. Now I'm going to go up onto the forehead. It's good to support with your other hand. I'm going to move it so you can see what I'm doing. See, it's very close to the skin. Gentle, you can do some little rocking back and forth motions to help move that stagnation. Our forehead holds on to a lot of stressors from emotions, too much thinking. We gotta move it out. Now we're going to stretch down from the center to the side. And we're going to do a final drain. Play with your tool, find the angle that works best for you. It may not be the same side as mine. All right. So that wraps up a elevated and precise lymphatic drainage ritual you can do at home. There's also more techniques for lifting and sculpting, depuffing, helping with fine lines. So that will be in our next sequence. Thank you so much.